Hey everybody, this is Coach Cosby from East Lawrence High School. Just wanted to take a minute and share a little devotional with you that the Lord gave me during this time. Especially, I thought it was very pertinent for this time during the pandemic. It comes from Mark chapter 4, verses 35 through 41. It says, "On the same day when evening had come, he said to them, 'Let us cross over to the other side.' And as they crossed over, a great windstorm arose, and the waves beat into the boat so that it was already filling. But he was in the stern, asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said to him, 'Teacher, do you not care that we're perishing?' And he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, 'Peace, be still.' And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. And he said to them, 'Why are you so fearful? How is it you have no faith?' And they were fearful exceedingly, and said to one another, 'Who can this be that even the wind and sea obey him?'" So I was reading that the other morning, and as I was reading, it was right as the coronavirus pandemic started, and I just felt the Lord said, "Why are you afraid?" And typically I'm not afraid of things like this, but when you see the news media and you hear, kind of end of the world scenarios, and you kind of get a little fearful, and the Lord said, "Why are you afraid? I'm in your boat with you. You don't have to be afraid." So I was thinking, that's really a word for now, that even though that was for them, they were in a storm, we're in a storm now too, if you think about it. So the Lord kind of gave me three little points to go with that about the story. So the first one is, whose idea was it to go over to the other side? Well, it was Jesus's idea. Why did he want him to go to the other side? Well, he knew what was coming. He knew there was a storm coming. And through that storm, the disciples would be able to grow in their faith in him. We're in a storm now. And it's a chance for us to grow in our faith in him. We're going to be able to see that the Lord is faithful, and he will continue to be faithful through this storm. And when we get back on the mountaintop again, he'll still be faithful. I know most of us like to live on the mountaintop, but there's also those valleys. And what happens during the valley or during the storm? What happens to our faith? Our faith grows, and we get stronger in him. So as we're going through this storm in our life, our focus needs to be on looking to Jesus. No matter what's going on, we don't focus on the news media. We don't focus on how many people are panicking at Walmart. We keep our eyes and our focus on Jesus, because he's carrying us through the storm. The second point is, he never left them. I know sometimes when I'm praying, and you probably feel the same way, that your prayers aren't being heard, or, "Wow, Lord, this is just getting worse and worse as it goes." And I know during this time, every time we turn on the TV or we watch the news, the numbers of sick people are going up. The number of people who are dying are going up. But you have to remember that Jesus has never left us. He promised he would never leave us or forsake us, no matter what we're going through. So he's right here with us, walking us through this storm, and he's going to bring us out on the other side. And the third point is, where did the disciples run to during the storm? They ran to Jesus, just like we should be doing now. We should run to Jesus. I know sometimes we're probably tempted to look to other things and look to other sources, but our whole focus should be running to Jesus. I guess that should be our whole focus anytime, is to run to Jesus. Whatever we're doing, whatever trial we're going through, whatever situation we're going through, we should always be running to Jesus. He's always with us. He's not going to leave us or forsake us, and he's not asleep in our boat. Finally, I'd like to share with you a blessing that our pastor always reads over us. So if you'll just put your hands out like this, I want to read this blessing to you. "May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you his incredible peace.